Hello house lovers, a glorious morning in Melbourne. There is the glorious Bonaccord house. Let's go inside. Mandatory mask removal and a quick linger in the shrubbery to observe the pea plantation, which as you can see is coming along a treat. So we're going to have quite a crop of peas. But now I want y'all to come and see my black mantelpiece. House lovers, a very exciting morning because today I am going to apply stripper to the slate mantelpiece. Ta-da! And see what it looks like. Hopefully it works. There we are, house lovers, all Christoed up. All I have to do now is leave it for 24 hours and come back and peel it off and reveal the beautiful original slate finish. Yesterday, all my wallpaper seemed so far away. I applied a little bit more of the stripper and the paper here. I did a bit of a second touch on this area just to get rid of some spots, and then I did up to the ceiling. I realized that this uses a lot of stripper, which is quite expensive. Hey ho. But anyway, come into my bedroom. In fact, our bedroom. Now, remember the mantelpiece. Ta-da! That is the slate mantelpiece. Remember when the very lovely Leslie Lauder and Mark Howard came to town, they went through the house and were helping me identify certain things. And this mantelpiece, I wasn't quite sure of the material because it was painted, but as you can see, Leslie Lauder made the great reveal. Wait, Leslie, where are you? Where are you?
Here I am.
Leslie Lauder, professional opinion, what do you think?
When I first saw this, I assumed it was a typical mid-19th century timber mantelpiece, but of course when you feel it and look at it carefully, it's not. And the corbels here seemed a bit strange to me, seemed a bit truncated.
Which are these things here?
Yes.
That's a corbel, ladies and gentlemen.
Lo and behold, when I look at the stripping you've done here,
judicious stripping.
Very judicious stripping, but what's very impressive is that this whole mantelpiece is made of slate.
Slate?
So underneath these layers of horrible modern paint, there's this lovely panel of slate.
These, what are we going to call these things?
Well, these are actually the ends of these corbels. For some reason, they've come off, but they actually belong here.
Ha ha.
What a miracle that these survive somewhere else in the house, but here they are.
There we are. Anyway, house lovers, now I have to peel off the paper and hope that what lies beneath is a glorious slate mantelpiece. There we are, house lovers. A very successful morning. The slate mantelpiece is revealed and you can see the really fabulous, elegant colour. I'm very happy with that. And I did just have a sneaky little look on First Dibs and found one exactly the same profile for $4,500 US. So I think we're a winner. You can see these spots here. That is where those little finials, well, I don't know what they were called. They're little corbel decorations that we found sitting on top of the mantelpiece, if you remember here, that's where they were glued. So I must remember to strip those so they look the same as this. But it's come up quite beautifully, hasn't it? This is going to be our bedroom, as I said, so we're going to have to take our decorating cues from the slate of this slate mantelpiece. Just a quick fashion aside, which is very important amidst all this stripping I've been doing, is that the jeans I chose to wear this morning are vintage Tom Ford era YSL, and I don't think they're ever going to be quite the same again. And here's my fabulous stripped wall. I kind of like this Venetian plaster finish. Now, house lovers, a true confession. Do you remember last week I was all about health and safety? Make sure you mask, make sure you wear gloves. Well, last week when I applied this, well actually when I took it off, I reached for the gloves that I'm always using, which have a rubber grip, but a knitted cotton top. Later on that afternoon, I thought, my hands are stinging a little bit, and I'll show you the image here. that was my hand. So I got quite nasty chemical burns because the knit of the cotton had absorbed all the moisture as I was scraping off, and it gradually ate into my skin and burnt it. The upside of that is that I will have hands like a 14-year-old. No, like a 12-year-old. Once all the skin's peeled off. And Maddie has learnt his lesson and reaches for the rubber high protective gloves. Very foolish, but I'm sharing this with you so you don't make the same mistake as me and end up giving yourself an accidental acid peel. But enough of that. I've been stripping slate mantelpieces. I'm very happy with my day's work. I hope you're well wherever you are. Still stage 4 lockdown in Melbourne, and the good doctor, who's a respiratory specialist, is literally at the front line. He is my healthcare hero. Bless his heart. So well done you, good doctor. Take care, look after yourselves wherever you are, and I will see you next week with more thrilling updates from Bonaccord House.